Yeah, it's like you ever broke, dead broke. It's like I can't hang out with you.
I see these homeless guys at the library though. They're watching YouTube videos
Good for them.
of just the most dumb shit. They're watching. They go all the way to the library and they like line up. They sign up to use the computer just so they can watch like Eminem music videos from like the 90s.
Wow, it brings them back.
But it's just like why would this be? This is what you really want to. This is what you would use your computer for.
Well, that's why they're homeless.
You could use this computer for anything, though. That's what you want to. That's so funny. That's what you want to watch.
That's what I'm telling you.
The internet is so big. It's like I want to watch Eminem videos.
I know you
could. 50 Cent in the club.
That would be me, though. That's the same shit I would do. You'd be the type. You'd figure it out. Like I guarantee you, if
you want to watch, I don't know, a video about how to not be homeless anymore.
But if you lost everything right now, I know you'd bounce back. Like, what would you do? Everything, and you're just out on the street today.
I'd be hustling.
Yeah, what's the first thing you'd do? You'd open some doors.
I'd get a job. Yeah, I mean, like,
you just go right
day
out.
One, I'd be the guy who has like 4 jobs.
Right.
So you just go job to job to job.
Right.
And you just find some way to sleep on the job, a little nap here and there.
Security
you
job.
don't gotta go. You don't got anywhere to be. You have the overnight job.
Yeah.
You have the day job. Then you have the afternoon job.
Wow.
And it's like within a month.
They feed you.
Yeah, you get a restaurant job. You get a little bread.
Yeah.
Put some take some butter and put it.
You get in good with them. Start hugging the dude's wife, the old lady that's around.
Not even that, but it's like you give me some bread and some of those little jam packets.
Oh, you do good with
butter
that?
Packets. I would just shove those in my pockets. I'd be going from job to job eating butter.
Yeah, dude, I'm going big. I'm taking fruit, fish.
Well, you get that you get knocked up for that. But like if you just go and I feel like if you really want to work this city, like if you really want to work, you can work.
Get a hotel job, you could sleep there somehow.
Yeah, you'll find a way.
Get in good. It's all about connections. I never really realized how, old school New York is all about connections. When you really get to know people.
Oh yeah.
It's like they take care of the hotel guy, then you're in. It's like the simplest thing, like $40 or something. This dude's gonna remember that.
Mm-hmm. Well, especially if you can be the guy that like hooks you up.
Right.
Yeah, if you're the bartender that gives you a little extra.
Oh yeah, that's a given.
Yeah.
I just had somebody get me, dude, $17 for a Jack Daniels, and he measured it, and I'm just like, dude, what are you doing? I just tipped you $5 on a well.
Wow.
I was like, damn. Okay, so it looks like I'm spending $22 in 1 second.
Man.
Yep.
Saw you coming.
Saw me coming.
Yeah. No respect.
I'm gonna be homeless if I keep that up.
No, I feel like though if you're just like really like dead broke, and you get a job at Panda Express, that's 5 meals a day right there.
Right.
Yeah. You get one like actual lunch at Panda Express is at least 2 meals.
And then when you come off of being that broke, you got that hustle in you. You got the eye of the tiger.
Yeah.
And you're ready to get a second job. All you're thinking about is money.
Well, not only that, but it's like after you get off of work, what the fuck are you even going to do?
Right.
You got shit to do. Go get another job. Go work some more. What are you going to like? Yeah, I'm going to go see a Broadway play?
Yeah, no. Yeah,
you're going to
get another job.
Instead of taking a train to the Bronx. It's like, no, I'm just going to get another job down the street.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Walk around and look at shit?
Go shopping?
You might as well make money looking at shit. Might as well put those clothes away instead of looking at them.
Yeah, might as well just go get a job where you're sitting down at least. If you're just one of these like doorman, security kind of jobs.
That's the end. Start packing the weight on, get cocky.
Well, it's a job where you can sit down and people won't even notice when you're asleep. You just go back to that little package room, quick nap in.
Yep. I gotta go do the packages.
Back in the mix.
That's when you get the guy that sweeps the floors. You buy him a McDouble. He'll watch the desk for you for an hour. Miguel, I don't know about the front, sir. Watch the front, Miguel.
Nah, but it's like if you really want to. I mean, I get why there's some guys who just don't work, and it's not necessarily because it's laziness, but some guys just don't got it in them.
Yeah.
And I feel like ideally they would have some sort of way they could still get by. They wouldn't have to be committing crimes and stuff. But
or asking for a handout. That's the worst.
Exactly, that's
Everybody
the worst.
wants a handout.
And it's like if you could just. If you really got it in you and you're like able-bodied and you're healthy, it's like you could always find something to do.
Yeah, remember we were out there delivering fucking juice.
Yeah, $4.
Nobody say nothing to us.
Yeah.
Walking 1 hour, the total there and back. I got arthritis in my hips for those $4 juices. Now I need them damn juices.
Climbing up steps. Yeah.
They should have gave us some of those fucking things.
But it's just like you see these guys on the train selling candy and stuff.
Right.
And it's like
4 years old.
The little kid selling M&Ms, and it's just like you see them walk through the whole train and make 0 sales.
Mm-hmm.
And in an hour, the guy probably makes like $3-4 or something.
Right.
He's still working.
Right.
This dude's not out there asking you for money. He's trying to at least tell you, at least there's a gesture of candy in there.
Yeah.
Where he's at least trying to work for it.
I'll tell you what really makes me turn on people is the scheming, the shortchanging. Like, I quit going to this burger place. They lost me for life.
Oh, right there.
And I love those burgers. Lovelies, yeah. Mm-hmm. Love those damn burgers, dude. They went extra on me. Tried scheming me. Got mad that I caught the scheme. Then I order the burger, and they make it like shit.
Wow.
I'm just like, man, fuck you guys, man. Done scheming. You know, it's like, I would never do that for the short run of it. You can't be looking after the short money.
Hey, you got enemies in this neighborhood, huh?
I just missed that damn burger. I got to find another spot.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll figure it out. So how much do you got, a couple weeks before you hit the road again?
Yeah, I got February 19th. Going to be in Buffalo. Helium, 2 shows, 19th and 20th. Real excited. Me and Lil Mo Mozzarella. I'm doing 25 up front.
Wow.
And yeah, man, we're going to have a good time. You guys got to come out. Is this going to be out by then? Or before? No, this we'll probably miss it. Well, check out the Mo Tours. Little Mo Mozzarella. Google them.
Oh, yeah, it will. 19th?
Oh, it will be out.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Next week.
So come out. Check it out. Buffalo, New York. If you're there, come check out Helium Comedy Club. It's going to be fun. All the pastrami you can imagine.
Oh, man.
It's going to be a great time, dude.
But you got like a whole run you're about to do with them, right?
I think so. I know, so far I know that one. I mean, I think I do. They all should, it's all up in the air. I'm pretty sure I do.
Nah, I'm sure he'll get you out there.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Well, I'm just glad to see you're not back on those boats, huh?
Oh, dude, I wake up every day so happy. I can't tell you, dude. I don't know if you notice how happy I am. I wake up every day
just looking
ecstatic.
outside and seeing dry land.
And not like a phone ringing, and you never know what time it is. It's just sleep and work on those things. Yeah, man, I love it. Walking outside. I don't think I'm ever going back.
You feel like you just want to go up to Washington Heights, just be around some Dominican shit
to miss the old shit. You know where I'd have to go actually.
Get some weird little drinks and stuff.
I've been
Nutcracker.
Going to find Filipinos playing pool. And
oh yeah,
dude, it's way more rare than you think.
Like Queens somewhere?
No, I can't find it.
Yeah, I don't know where Filipinos are in New York City.
Yeah, but dude, I'll tell you what.
You got to go to Jersey.
They're the funnest people to play pool with, Filipinos and Nigerians, and it's hard to find that in New York.
Yeah.
That's the business we need to make. I know it's niche, but it'd be a good time.
Hey, I don't know if there's much crossover there between the Filipinos and the Nigerians.
I miss it, dude. I had so much fun with
well, you got to go out to California.
Yeah,
Southern,
you're right.
I mean, like Orange County, Southern California. That's where all the Filipinos are.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of little dudes who are
playing 8-ball,
a little under your height.
Yeah,
but they're kind of wiry
and and they're funnier. I gotta admit, dude, these guys are funny.
Yeah, they got kind of 80s haircuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of a shag haircut.
Yeah. I miss it, dude. I go through withdrawals. All these places.
Have you found more pool?
No, I mean there's places, but it's like comedy, dude. It's hard to get 5 minutes.
Wow.
It's crazy.
You would think that the city would have lots of pool to play.
Yeah, dude. I even went all the way down. I told you I went all the way down to Koreatown to try to play pool.
Oh right.
5th floor elevator, still couldn't get on, dude.
Man.
Had to find a partner. I'm downstairs trying to ask Korean girls to play pool. It's like after about 25 minutes, I'm like, this ain't working.
Well, yeah, I guess you got to go do some karaoke or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I'm so fucking tired.
Yeah, I can tell you're a working man
I've been
now.
wearing it out. Yeah, I feel like I have so much more respect for the working man.
You got to start you should get Cintas when you go. It puts you more in the work mood, that uniform, like a Cintas.
Oh, right, yeah. I need to get a Carhartt.
Yeah, you put that shit on. Cintas is the original OG.
Oh, but Carhartt, though, that's working man stuff.
Yeah, that's like some construction
that's union shit.
You get the boots.
But just the feeling of getting off of work and just man, it's it really takes it out of you.
Is it cement floors?
Oh yeah,
that's what's doing it to you.
Absolutely.
Bro,
I can feel it in my knee. I can feel it in my knees.
Yeah, you're arthritic now.
I'm trying to walk diagonal a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta put your feet out like me.
Yeah, but it's you can't even to get across the room. I gotta crab walk.
Yeah,
a little bit just to
going down the steps.
Yeah, just to keep myself. Or sometimes I do shit backwards just to mix it up.
That cement will mess you up. Cold cement in the winter.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's one of those jobs. It's every job I've ever had, I've probably stayed a little bit longer than I should.
Yeah.
I've never had never had a job where it's like I left and like, bam, I wish I was still doing that, you know.
Oh, yeah. By now, most people would just faked an injury and been out.
Yeah, well, it's just like the job fits so perfectly in the rest of my life in the sense that like,
and you got morals.
Not even that, but it's like I don't want to find another fucking job. I don't want to be the new guy.
Yeah.
At this job, I'm already kind of like one of the old guys.
Oh, that's cool. You can tell people what to do.
Well, there's just like, even if it's not, I'm not like a manager, but it's like I've been there way longer than these other guys. And everybody, when you're at a job, no matter how long you've been there, mentally who's been there longer than you.
Yeah.
That is the sort of like, that's the OG.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's the
You're
other
like,
OG.
oh, Bill, you can't, that's the way Bill does it.
Nah, he's been here since 87.
I can't stand when you're working with a mixed group of ages and they hire in like a 22-year-old or something.
Oh, man. That's all I got, yeah.
Right, and they're like looking at you for fatherly advice. It's like, dude, I don't want to be your dad. I don't know what to do.
I make the same money you make.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus $1.25.
Yeah, what do you think I should do? It's like, dude, I'm not your father, man.
He's asking you for health advice.
Yeah, I never really had a dad. And it's like, don't talk to me like this, man.
Yeah, this is embarrassing. Yeah, that's what makes you want to go get a new job.
Yeah, we're both washing cars, dude.
Yeah, what's the problem? Is that
there's my dad right there washing.
You see him? His dad washed cars?
Yeah, he'll go be your dad. Go talk to my dad, shit.
That's the problem, though, is that once you get to our age, it's like, if you get another job now, your boss is going to be younger than you.
Yeah.
Your coworker is going to be younger than you. There's going to be like maybe one or two old guys there who've been there forever.
Right.
But it's like you're never going to be like the young guy at the job anymore.
I don't even want to imagine getting another job. My buddy's going through it back home, but it looks like he might not be going through it. And I'm happy for him because even though there is the blessing of it, getting that new job and you got a house payment and you're relying on family. I mean, imagine the pressure of that.
Oh, man.
And then the new boss is a dickhead. It's always like to the new guy, they're trying to test you. They got to like push you.
Yep.
It's like, dude, I seen you doing blow in the bathroom.
Right. Well, just being the new guy, knowing that you really need the money like that.
Right.
And then you just got to take whatever they give you.
Yeah. How come you didn't shave? I have no money.
Yeah. Oh, my God. They got like in the military, because the military is having a really hard time recruiting people. Little kids don't want to join the military
right.
anymore.
How can you blame them?
But they have to like lower their standards for like all the military stuff now. So it's like they're letting in fat people who can't do push-ups.
Oh, man.
They're letting in people who aren't like, they don't got it upstairs too much.
Oh, wow.
But they're also letting in old people now.
Man.
Because there used to be like an upper limit to when you could join the army.
Yeah, like 30.
It's like 30 something. Yeah, because, logically you don't want like an old person.
You marching 10 miles?
Yeah, but it's just like they need people. So it's like I think the upper limit now is like 40 something.
Wow.
So imagine being like 41 and going to boot camp.
Man.
Some fucking guy, some girl is yelling at you to do push-ups.
Can you imagine? And she can whip your ass.
Yeah, making you do the toothbrush on the floor thing.
Can you imagine telling your woman that, like coming home? Because you sign up and you're gone. That's how people, most people sign up. They get drunk.
Yeah.
You ever notice those recruiters hang out at BW3s and shit? They'll be signing. Motherfuckers be coming out blackout like, what? Infantry.
Yeah, you signed up at the mall.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I bought some khakis and...
yeah, it turns out I'm going to Vietnam.
I work for the government now.
Yeah.
What do you mean you work for the government now?
It's so funny, though. I read this whole article. These people are getting mad at me at the video I did, but, like, it's true. You got to think they always need new military.
Yeah.
And you think, like, all the guys who fought in, like, Iraq and, like, Afghanistan, those guys are our age now.
Yeah.
All the guys with actual combat experience.
Right.
So now the entire U.S. military is being run by, like, some dipshit 22-year-old.
That is wild.
Who has, like, emotional problems or something and is, like, addicted to his phone.
Hey, he's on TikTok. Okay, so saving the world today.
Yeah. But it's like that's the guy who they have to send to fight if there's actually a war.
Man.
But it's just like the military, because they need, like, logically, I mean, like, technically the military is supposed to be able to fight. If like a real war breaks out, they have to be able to send troops to, the battle. So if we go to war with Iraq, we have to be able to send a big chunk of our military to Iraq. But we're supposed to be able to fight 2 wars at once.
Wow.
So let's say a war starts in Iraq and a war starts in Korea. Technically, the military is supposed to be able to send we're supposed to be able to win one war while containing another.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to be able to go to Iraq and win, and then in China we, fight to a stall.
Yeah.
But now they just don't got enough guys.
Wow.
So they gotta let in everybody. So there used to be like the requirement to get into the military. It's like, you remember the presidential fitness tests when
Yeah.
you were kids, where they make you do pull-ups and shit?
Right.
You had to do a certain amount of push-ups to get into the military back then.
Dude, you know what
It was like 20 push-ups or something.
Right.
But now there's like, they're getting these like 17-year-old kids who like never done a push-up in their life.
I think it was 20 pull-ups.
I think so.
It was a hard thing to do, bro.
Well, I mean, yeah, you got to go into fucking battle.
Right.
The pull-ups should be
I couldn't do. I did 11.
Yeah, pull-ups are hard.
Remember, the coach was like, "You work on it."
Yeah, but it's just like it's so funny because those recruiters, they get paid by like the guy how many people they bring in by the quota. So they're all they got to just look the other way. When some fat kid can't do like one pull-up, they got to say, "No, you're good. Yeah, come on in."
Yeah, dude. You know what? Why don't they take the immigrants and just put them in the military? Hey, instant citizenship.
That's what they're talking about. But it's like right now there's no actual war going on. But if something like that breaks out, they're gonna have to start taking everybody.
I'd do that shit anyway. That they should just do that in the first place. Why not?
Well, they don't want to bring in more people. So you got to pay these people.
Yeah, but man, I say take them all. Let's do military.
Yeah.
If they want to. But then again, it's like you can't force these guys to do military. Then we don't have to. That ain't cool.
Exactly. I mean, like, you don't want to, you got to send them to Syria or something.
Right. That is crazy to even say when you hear it out loud.
It's just crazy to think that, like, just imagine, like, some fucking fat guy who's working at, like, Dollar General. Because it used to be, the thing is, like, the military, it used to be back in the day, like, remember, like, Iraq war times?
Yeah.
That was, like, the thing where it's like, all right, I just barely graduated high school. Clearly, I'm not going to college.
Yeah.
Kind of a fuck up. Almost got arrested. All right, I'm going to the Army.
My brother enlisted.
Yeah, exactly.
He dropped out early and went.
But it was the kind of thing where it's like you got no other options, and there's nothing else you can do. So it's like you're joining the Army.
It's crazy to imagine like a 22-year-old, like a real fat dude in the military. But then you got to think about the dude from the Dollar Tree when he's back working at Dollar General after it's all said and done.
Yeah.
That dude, he's seen some shit, and he's going to tell you about it.
Right, yeah.
And when he drinks, look out.
But it's like these kids, the Army was always like they rely on this big pool of like desperate poor people who just got nothing else to do. Now all those poor people are doing this shit.
Right.
All those people are finding ways to make a couple bucks here and there.
Yeah.
They're on Facebook making money like you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the Army is getting undercut by like Amazon.
Wow.
And like Facebook and OnlyFans and shit.
Damn.
All that desperate stuff that like, because think back in the 90s, what would you have done?
Waited tables.
You can't. Not everybody can wait tables.
Right.
Though. I mean, imagine what
I would have never went to a military, dude. You ain't catching me going.
But I mean, like most guys who are in your town.
Like they all went. Everybody went.
Exactly. They went because they
had kids. They went because they had kids, most of them.
They didn't have shit else to do.
Yeah.
They need the money. And, they did get paid pretty good money. But it's just like the military, if a war breaks out, we're super fucked.
Yeah.
Because they just don't got enough guys. And the guys they do got don't, we don't have like skilled soldiers anymore.
Now, how far would you take it? Would you hide out if they were like, look, we got to take you? What if it came down to it?
Oh, my God.
What are we doing then?
Going
to Spain?
The country is in trouble.
Yeah. What if you go and you just are instantly good at everything, like out of fear? You're just killing the shit out of everybody.
You're just doing all this John Wick shit.
You got 3 girls walking with you. What is love, Dan? What is luck, Dan?
Yeah, I don't think that's how the military's ever worked for anybody.
You're getting tortured and you're not talking.
I think every single person who joins the military is a little bit worse at it than they think they're going to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like going into battle.
I always told the dude trying to recruit me, I say, dude, I got bad ankles.
I feel like with your fingers, that would have been the thing.
What, the little finger?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the trigger finger too, and it don't got strength.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I think that's what guys used to do in Vietnam to
get out.
They would you go to some shady doctor, he chops you up a little bit.
Lop it off. Vietnam and divorce.
Yeah.
Makes you lop your fingers off.
But just like back in Vietnam days during the draft, they had to you have to go in and act crazy. It would be like getting off a jury duty, where you got to go in there and act crazy and like go in some lingerie or something?
None of my uncles had to go. I had a friend. He didn't tell us what he did in there, but he ended up having to destroy his knee, like blast into the wall a bunch.
Wow.
He was like, "I'm just gonna keep breaking my legs till you let me out."
Wow. Well, it sucks too. Is that like that's one of those things. It's kind of like insurance fraud, where like everybody else has already done the knee trick,
right?
So now the knee trick doesn't work anymore. Now you gotta like be original.
Yeah, and
right? That's when you gotta start doing the fingers.
Now they probably got cameras everywhere. That was back in 2003. They probably didn't have cameras.
Yeah.
Dude, we seen you break your knee.
Yeah,
that
don't
paid.
work no more. Yeah,
because they give you that money. That's where they get you. It's like a drug deal. They pay you up front.
Oh yeah, it's like $50,000.
Think about the people that I think it's like 20 up front or 10 up front and 10 when you're done because they take out for your food and shit.
Oh right. Yeah.
They take all that shit out. So it looks like a big number, but it's not. But dude, back then all my buddies did all that shit and blew it on like 12-inch speakers and CDs and shit.
Yeah, stuff that's not even cool anymore.
Ear piercings.
Yeah.
I'm getting my labrae done.
Man, I remember being in college because I went to college in San Diego, so it's right by like the military base.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Pendleton, I think it's like where all the Marines and everything are.
Yeah.
So you would just see these they would just get dropped off at my college, just like a fucking busload of these Marines, just to like go party.
Oh shit!
They would just drop them off on like a Saturday night.
Bro, get out!
These kids
at the college.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet they love
San Diego
shit.
State. But it's like the college itself. It was the kind of college nobody really lived on the campus. They would just be like the surrounding. It was a college town.
Yeah.
So it's like all this area. But these Marines don't know anybody. So they just let these kids off the bus, and these kids are just walking around. And there's like a house party going in. They just walk in.
And when you're wearing the uniforms, you got it made.
Not really.
Really?
It was weird. It's weird. You're at a party with your friends, and a bunch of guys you don't know just walk up.
Oh, yeah, I guess that is weird.
And they're all dudes too. They're all dudes with the same haircut, and they're all just got off.
And they all got the same bragging rights.
Well, they've all been stuck in fucking Kyoto for the last 8 months. So
yeah,
they're trying to like blow some steam off. So they end up getting into a fight.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
With that military stuff, you could only be like 2 or 3 in a group. Because if you got 7 of them, it's just not cool now.
Well, you can't walk up to a party with all dudes.
Yeah, I did that once. I got into a
Where's the ladies at?
Me and my buddies we got into this teak frat thing, and it was like me and 6 dudes, and everybody was just bitching at, who the fuck are they?
Who you
it's a frat party. I'm there there. It got busted, dude. We had to jump out of the 2nd-story bathroom.
Wow. But those like Marines, I remember because I was like 21 when I was in college in San Diego, and just seeing these like Marines pull up, and it's like seeing like an 18-year-old kid who's like on break from the Marines, from the Army. It's like, this is a child.
Yeah, it's
crazy. Like a little ass kid.
Well, it's crazy when you see him with a gun.
Sometimes they're like buff from doing push-ups, but like some kids in the military are like 130 pounds.
Yeah.
It's like 5'5". It's like someone's giving this kid a gun.
And 90% of them got that fucked up look in their eye.
Yeah. Well, some of the fucking drill sergeants been yelling at them for the last 8 months.
Yeah.
And they've been stuck in like Guam.
Yep.
On some like military base or something.
Out in the trenches, dude. I'm so happy I never had to go, man. I'd never be able to do it.
You see like whenever they do Fleet Week in the city, you see all the sailors with their little sailor uniform.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't
Girls
believe...
go crazy, though.
It's such... I guess, but it's just like, it's such a goofy looking uniform.
Man, you're just saying that because you don't got one.
You look like Daffy Duck. It looks fucking silly.
That's where Daffy Duck uniform originated from, probably.
How's that supposed to be like a masculine look, though?
Girls whistle. That's a Navy boy.
The Navy is like supposed to be for like the gay guys or something. The Army, the Marines.
I'm sensing you got something against the Navy.
The Marines are like the cool guys.
Yeah,
that's the few, the proud, the Marines.
Women
I think the
don't
Navy
care.
take anybody.
Yeah, but see, to women, it's like the same thing: a Jaguar, a Porsche, a Mercedes.
I don't think it is. I think the Navy is like, It's
Where's
like
Army
It's like the village people.
What do you think?
Army is like regular blue. That's like you. That's like blue collar dude.
Yeah, you're right.
He's they'll take anybody, but it's like, you're a tough guy.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think Marines is at the top. That's like tough guy. They only let in some guys.
Yeah.
And then it's like Army, Navy, and then
the Air Force would be crazy. No, you can't. The Air Force, you think they're low?
No, that is like on like a who can fight.
Because they just fly over, but that flying's crazy.
But I mean, that's the kind of job that they give to girls. That's like
what the flying,
the military. That's of all the military positions. That's like
wow.
That's like the nerds. No, you gotta learn all
I
this
didn't know
technical
that.
shit.
Oh, it makes sense. I didn't even think about that. I just think about Tom Cruise doing cool shit.
It's sick. I mean, look, if I was gonna join any of them, I'd probably join the Air Force.
You're smart enough to it.
Well, it's. I mean, like you get to do fun stuff. I'm sure you do. Like
flying a jet would be insane.
Yeah, that would be.
Can
sick.
you imagine driving a military jet?
I mean, I feel like that's one of those things where like every single time you'd be taking off in that jet thinking this is fucking sick,
bro. Hell
you would
yeah.
never get tired of it.
There's no way. And the views and the speed, the way those things go is insane.
Yeah.
I wonder what that would even be like.
Well, you're just also not only that, but you're not even like in war.
Right.
You know, they're just doing that shit just for practice.
And you're dating a single mother that works at the bar or something. She sees you take off. The kids all pointing.
Well, I think with the Air Force too, they get like a cool jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can wear a leather jacket.
Yeah. And the nicknames.
You don't got to wear a gay sailor outfit.
They'd call me Dummy Cruise Ships.
Yeah. Well, it's like also that, and it's like the second you're in the air and you're doing all this Top Gun shit.
Yeah.
And then the second you get back to base, it's like you get to bust balls with the other pilot guy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I saw what you did.
Yeah.
You did a 720. It's like, nah, I did an 860.
Right. Yeah, real amateur drop there. Real amateur drop, Wiley.
Yeah. You're just like you're trying to shave off your time.
Yeah.
It's like a game.
Then you're always talking about the one guy that did it crazy.
Well, I think the bottom is like Coast Guard. That's like.
And the Coast Guard's important. I mean, you got to think those cruise ships, if something happened, that's who's going to get you.
I think Coast Guard, though, that's like Baywatch.
Really?
That's just like hanging out. It's not
but
even
that takes the biggest nuts. You got to go on a sinking ship to get people.
Is it? Oh, right.
I think so.
But I think that's not
fucking with the ocean.
That's not what their core mission is.
What is Coast Guard's mission?
I feel like that's like if people come here, if like the enemy comes here.
Oh.
Then we got the coast. They're guarding the coast.
Oh.
That's how I always saw it.
Man, dude, you're a smart dude.
I mean, that's just logically what it sounds like. I don't think they need a whole force just to guard cruise ships. I think that, I think that's part of the deal.
I see. I thought that's the job where like they call you in the middle of the night and you're getting on a helicopter and going down on a rope.
I think it is, but it's like, how often does that happen?
Yeah.
I mean, plus it's like, it's not like the cruise ship is right.
Yeah.
They got to send like I don't know, the army or something to come get you if you're in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, there's that, and then there's the Border Patrol. That's probably the lowest.
I mean, Border Patrol is at least a tough guy, but that's just being the cops at that point.
Yeah, but you know what? They give them children's snacks, so it's hard to respect them.
Well, it's the kind of job, too, where it is just like you're sitting in a truck.
Yeah.
You're just driving around and you're pissing on the side of the road or
Lay's
something.
potato chips.
Yeah.
Little apple juice.
It's never like, they always look a little embarrassed about their job.
Yeah.
If you're in the army or something, though, that's your identity. You're like a cool army guy.
Yeah. Yeah, my brother was in the army, and I seen the difference it did to him after basic training. I mean, he was really fit, like shoulders back. Like,
they got that walk.
Yeah, dude.
Like swagger.
They really brainwashed you for 6 months.
Did he cut his hair and everything, too?
Yeah, everything was shaved, and he's like, he got really fit, too, because he was bad. I don't know what the rules are like now, but back then they were able to make you do push-ups and run like when you were bad. Mm-hmm. And you could tell he must have been real bad because he came back looking like Lex Luger.
Wow.
He was able to do just bang out push-ups.
You got those like military push-ups, too.
Yeah.
Where you're doing it for real.
And you got a bag on you.
Yeah. It's not like a football player doing little fake push-ups.
Right. You got your chin all up.
Yeah. I mean, I would never do it just because I would hate to actually, especially if there was a war. But it's like, it is kind of cool that like you have like stuff to do.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd have a hell of a story. And if you could live through it, I would do it. Like, it'd be a hell of an adventure. Mm-hmm. But I would have had to have done it when I was 20 instead of sitting in a house with no water, smoking Black and Milds.
The thing is, too, we're the same age. So it's like when you were 20, there was a real war going on.
Right.
It was like they were sending you to Fallujah and shit.
And that would have been nuts. Fiji.
Yeah. Well, Fiji, you're just on a base. But you go to Iraq, you go to Afghanistan, it's like, nah, you're actually like in some Rambo shit.
I couldn't even imagine, dude.
But it's like now, I think most of those guys, you get sent to like Switzerland or something.
Yeah.
And you're just hanging out on a base playing basketball.
Or Germany. I knew somebody was out in Germany. That had to be the best.
Oh, yeah, right. All these like I feel like you end up on like a coastline somewhere where there's like hookers.
Yeah.
And they're like calling out to you from across the water.
Right.
You're on the base and you gotta,
Yeah.
you gotta sneak over there. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I know. I would have probably got kicked out. The reason I can't do it is I don't never want nobody telling me what to do.
I can't have somebody yelling at me.
Your little bunkie, all you own is a drawer.
Ah, man. And especially like you gotta wake up and like they're yelling at you already.
And your best friends are hanging out with your girl back home.
These are all of your stories. All of your fantasies have some component of somebody cheating on you.
That's what happens. Somebody buys a new truck, now they're banging your girl.
Oh,
it's
man.
an F-150.
Yeah, she's taking your veterans benefits.
Yeah.
Going to community college without you.
And then you find out little Joey isn't yours.
Yeah. And you come home trying to play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
With somebody else's name on the PlayStation.
The kid's still trying to call you dad. Look, I'm not your fucking father, JoJo.
All right.
Go sit down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the other thing, too, is that you do get off of, like, even when you're out of the military, you still, like, get that, like, you see another Army guy in the street.
Oh, yeah.
You can already, like, talk to him.
It's like the Freemasons.
Yeah.
You
But
got
it's
a
like
little
you're already
wave.
kind of in.
And you got the VA. Those Army people, you always got something to talk about.
You can complain about the VA. It's either good or it's bad. Or
yeah. Go down to the VFWs or the VFA, the VAs, that hospital. Just want to see if Shelly was working. But you need blood work?
If you used to be in the military, imagine you joined the Army and, like, you just spent, like, 6 years in the Army not doing shit. Right. Not, like, going to battle, but just, like, on some base in Brazil.
Yeah.
And then you come home. If you were at the airport and they said, and you're waiting to get on the flight, and they said, veterans can board now, would you get up?
Yeah.
You would do it?
Hell yeah.
Even though you didn't actually do shit?
Should I do it and I didn't do shit now? It's like, no, I'm joking. Nah.
Wouldn't you be embarrassed, though?
No, because you're a veteran.
A veteran of what?
Oh, wait. How's that even work? I thought as long as you signed up to the military.
No, I mean, they'll technically you're a veteran because
right.
you were in the military. But in your head, you didn't do shit.
Oh, just because I didn't go to war, I took the chance to do shit.
I guess.
Taking the chance, you get to get up early.
What if, though, you're about to get up and get on the plane, Group A, and you see the guy in front of you. He's got one leg.
Oh, then it's like, is he a veteran, though?
Yeah, he's a veteran. But he lost that leg overseas in the Middle East. I'd
still do the wave.
You'd feel okay walking behind him, watching him fucking, like, wiggle his way down the
that's that thing. Then you got to help him out. That's that military is all about camaraderie.
And what if he asked you then? Like, oh, where were you?
I'd be like,
you got to be. I
was in New York, Buffalo.
Yeah, right. You ever been to Pennsylvania?
Well, what about? Does it still count if it's the reserves?
I mean, this all works. You can always get the discount when you get on the bus. But it's like I would be embarrassed to get the discount knowing that I didn't actually, like, I wasn't in the shit.
I was traveling with this dude one time, and he fakes a mental illness to get on the flight,
Oh, my God.
And, dude, so I didn't know he does it. And he's like, oh, I do a thing, I get us on. And I'm like, what?
The oldest trick in the book.
Yeah. And, dude, he just starts acting nuts, and he's showing them cards and shit. Like, he's calling somebody on speaker. He's like, you can talk to my psychiatrist. The lady's like, sir, we can't. He's like, I got to do it. I got to do it. And he's
my God.
I'm like, okay, hold on. I was like freaking out. I'm like, all right. And then we get on the plane first. He's like, man, normally it's just no problems. He's like, I can't believe it.
Wow.
They put me through all that shit.
You didn't even, like, get anything for that, though.
Well, we got to put our bags in a comfortable spot.
You didn't get, like, a discount or something. You didn't get, like, a free hotel room.
No.
This was just to save yourself 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And, the thing is, when you get on that plane, you get to pick where you're putting your bag,
Still, that's all. I don't think if that guy wasn't there, I don't think he would have gone through that trouble.
Oh, dude, I never would have gone through that.
I would have been embarrassed.
I didn't know that's what was going to happen.
If I was with somebody who was doing that, I would be like, "All right, bro,
I'll catch you on the plane."
Yeah. Here, take my bag, put it up there. I'll meet you on.
Yeah, but then you gotta go sit next to his ass for 2 hours.
Still, I can't be associated with that. It's like when I was a kid, you go to, like, amusement park, and you have this one friend who's like, "I watch this trick to get a free hot dog." You dig out a hot dog from the trash. It's like, "Oh, my hot dog fell on the ground. Can I have another one?" And it's like they give it to him, and he's like, see that? And it's like, yes, you got a free hot dog, but at what price?
Yeah, your humanity.
Yeah, you had to be the guy who had to beg for it. It's like, it's not a good look.
Yeah.
I bet you there's probably some veterans who get out of war and who actually saw combat who wouldn't even get up and like get on the flight early.
Yeah.
Just like, no, I'm not doing it. And all that shit too. Remember, like, well, you didn't start flying until kind of recently. But there was a long, like, 10-year period after, like, the start of the Iraq War. Yeah. So, like, 2002, 2012, where, like, you walk in the airport, and if you're a soldier wearing fatigues, everybody starts clapping.
Oh, wow.
And just, like, people just spontaneously, like, burst into applause for you.
Damn.
But just how embarrassing is that if you know you didn't actually do shit?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's like when you get that uniform, though, how many times, like, when you wear it out, like, I don't know, like, our friend was in town, and he wore it every day for 2 weeks. It's like, dude, it's old now. Like, I was like, come on, we're just sitting here at Applebee's.
I wouldn't want that kind of attention.
Right. It's Walmart parking lot. We're all rapping. He's just in his military, full dress.
Wow. I wouldn't be able to get used to it. Yeah, especially if you're like, what if you were in the military, or if you're like, and you just lost your leg, but it wasn't in battle. And it was just like in like a bicycle crash.
Right.
And then next thing, every time you walk anywhere and you're wearing your fatigues and you got one leg, everybody thinks that you lost it and you like sacrifice it for your country.
Giving you everything. You're not even getting a bill at the steakhouse.
Oh, man. But it's like, how bad would you feel knowing that like, it was just coincidentally I lost my leg?
I mean, at that point, you're almost like, hey, it's the universe balancing out.
I guess, but it's like, no, you were just on a bicycle. It was just bad luck.
Yeah, drunk on a bike or something.
Yeah.
Or fell into a wood chipper.
Yeah, a lawnmower ran by or something.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, you're a wounded veteran. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, I remember people used to lie about, like, I remember we went to school with this guy, and he had these huge things, like they were, like, bumps or scars, like keloids or whatever. It was like a keloid. And he tried telling people he got stabbed. He had like 60 of them. It's like, bro, you didn't just get stabbed and you were off school for 2 weeks. Like, something's going on.
Yeah. I'm so glad that I don't live a lie. You think about how hard that would be?
What kind of
lie? If you were in like the witness protection program kind of lie.
I could never do it.
Where you have to just you have to just say a fake name.
Or even just cheating on your girl. That's tough enough.
Yeah, and it's like you almost would rather get caught.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Before you marry her, it's like...
But not even that, but it's like you don't even want to... You don't got to carry it around with you anymore.
Right.
But the fact that
you
you cheated on your girl and you got away with it and she has zero clue. And it's just every single day you're seeing her and it's like you're in different worlds.
And she's like, let's link our MacBook accounts. Babe, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, but it's like those are the guys who end up doing like subconscious shit to get caught.
Right.
Because it's like they just don't want to carry the weight anymore.
I know a dude going through a divorce. He got caught once. Well, he already went through it, but he got caught going to the Asian massage spoilers back in the Midwest.
Yeah.
And found out it was a dude beating him off.
Oh, wow.
Yep. His wife
couldn't handle
it.
That's not that bad, I guess.
Yeah, but it's like
it's
as
dark.
a woman, women don't like that.
Right.
Women find out their husband's gay. She was okay when it was a girl. She's like, we could work through it.
Oh, really?
Found out he's been secretly seeing a dude. Game over.
Yeah, he's paying the dude, though.
Yeah, it's like, but still, it's like you can't be married to a gay husband.
What if she says, though, like all the girls were taken?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have time to wait. Hey, he said there was a discount.
Yeah.
I got a good price at least.
Honey, you're judging me for not being judgmental.
Yeah. Well, it's like normally they pay, it's 60, but I only paid 30.
Yeah. And I want to spend the other 30 on you.
Rough hands.
Yep. I'd be mad, though, too. If my girl, I don't know, it's vice versa. Like, if your girl turns gay, it's not as bad, I feel like. I know a dude, his girl turned gay. She's like, I like girls.
Right.
Just dipped out. They had a family together.
Well, there's no real, like, female equivalent to the Asian massage parlor.
It's a male massage parlor.
But that doesn't really, just physically, that doesn't work the same way with women.
Yeah, but girls fuck around. They get them dudes.
But, I mean, like, a dude walks into an Asian massage parlor. He's, it can be an in-and-out gig.
Right.
Whereas a girl, it's going to take, there's more of a process.
Well, also for a girl, she could mostly just call somebody she wants to hook up with.
Exactly. I bet it's not this.
There's no market for it.
There's not like there's not the same parallel.
I'll tell you, dude, I overheard my girls with money, they go to these massage places and they like when the guys get a little frisky. I overheard it. I overheard my girl and her girlfriends talking about it. Mm-hmm. She's like, well, I let them know. I poked it out.
It's also not like an Asian place though. They're not getting some like old Asian guy the way that you get.
Right,
like
it's some ripped like
Caribbean
Caribbean
some fucking
dude.
Swedish dude.
Yeah, Swedish dude.
Yeah.
Well, those Caribbean dudes really get them. They got the dreadlocks and the
the
incest burning.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yep. They're making some sort of like drink with guava in
right.
it.
Oh, these girls are done.
Yeah.
Okay, so we both get naked, so our energies together.
Yeah, that's exactly how it goes.
And then we go to Whole Foods.
You know how it is. All right, well, let's plug these dates, huh? You're going Lil Mo Mozzarella tour?
19th and 20th, man. It's pretty much...
It's mostly like northeast.
Yeah, it's northeast. A lot of Buffalo. It looks like Connecticut's going to be good.
Tri-state area.
Tri-state.
Going to
We're
Boston.
going to Toronto. We got 3 in Toronto already. Hitting Boston, yeah.
Wow.
I think 3 sold out in Toronto.
How far is Toronto?
We're not bad flight. No, I'm sure that's where we're flying to.
Okay,
probably like a 2-hour flight. I mean, I think it's probably...
Toronto is like across from Detroit, right?
I feel like 2.5 hours.
Like Michigan. That's not like you're not going. That's not West Coast.
I want to say it's north of New York, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
Isn't that Montreal?
Yeah, maybe it's north.
No, Vancouver's on the West Coast.
Yeah, I want to say it's probably directly above Detroit. Yeah. If I had to guess. I've never been, but
that's not bad. Yeah,
I'm sure it's gonna be some fun shows.
Yeah, I heard it's cool place.
I'm most excited for just the event, man. The good time. We got a guy coming to record everything. It's gonna be dope. Coming on the ride, coming everywhere. The whole thing's gonna be
documentary
style. And I know the food's gonna be great. And Mo's a cool hang. He's a funny dude. He's one of those street dudes that just is real funny at ball busting. You know.
Right.
He's a funny guy naturally.
That's great. I feel like this tour is like. This is just the beginning of like a long tour.
I hope so.
This dude, because right now, this is the rest of the country.
Right.
He's going to go everywhere. So I'm sure you're going to be, seeing a lot of land.
I hope so, guys. Come out.
Yeah, you're going to get like a big-ass pastrami sandwich.
Oh, yeah, some alizé.
And you're going to be like, nah, I don't really want to eat this because I already had a pastrami sandwich yesterday. They're going to be like, nah, you eat that.
Yeah.
That's you.
Dude, I told you, my nana would cry her eyes out if we wouldn't eat. Dude, a whole pound of pasta, she'd cry.
Oh, wow.
And literally, we'd see tears coming out of her eyes. We had to eat. Our stomachs would hurt.
Jeez. Well, it's the kind of thing where it's just like, it's so awkward when you're in somebody's house and they're just looking at you.
Right.
It's not like you're in a restaurant where you could say no because they're just sitting down and it's like they're just staring at you across the table.
You know how you like to eat? Like me, when the food tastes great, my nana's sauce is my favorite sauce I ever had in my life.
Right.
When food tastes that good, you want to savor it. Like I'm sitting there, I'm letting it sit. She'd be like looking and then just start crying like, "Oh, you don't want it," and break my heart. I'm like, "No, please don't cry. I'll eat more. We're just dude." She'd make like pounds of pasta.
Wow.
I miss it so much, man.